welcome back to SourceFedNERD. I'm Steve Zaragoza, and what follows is my personal list of the top 10 most annoying kids in movies. Lord knows there's a fuckload of them, and we're about to go through at least 10 of them. So let's start off with number 10, which is Charlie Sandin, aka Max Burkholder from The Purge. Alright, I liked this movie, but the kid was bad news. He let the homeless guy in, and that's the downfall of the entire movie. Nothing bad would have happened at all if the fucking kid hadn't let the homeless guy into the house. Number 9, Jonathan Taylor Thomas, the old JTT, basically in anything he was ever in, except for The Lion King, but that was before he became a heartthrob. Then he made movies like Man of the House, Tom and Huck, Wild America, and other movies you've never seen. I don't think I really need to say any more about old JTT, and I really hope I don't have to, and you don't expect me to. Number 8, Danny Madigan / Nick Zgismond / Jerry, aka Austin O'Brien from The Last Action Hero, My Girl 2, and Prehysteria. Now, Last Action Hero was pretty tongue-in-cheek, a parody of action movies. It was satire comedy, but that kid was undeniably not funny and not good. He was mediocre at best. I remember watching it as a kid and thinking, hey, kid, shut up for like 2 seconds, because Arnold Schwarzenegger's here. You need to shut up and let him say funny things we can make fun of when we're older. Also, he really didn't have a chance in My Girl 2 because Macaulay Culkin was the leading man in the first one and he rocked. And Prehysteria, if you haven't seen it, don't. It's a movie about puppets, like dinosaur puppets, and they're like fucking tiny. It doesn't make any sense. It's like a really fucking weird movie, man. Like literally like tiny dinosaurs. It must, I don't know. You know, that whole movie is probably based around some guy that came up with these little robot dinosaurs and was like, hey, let's make a movie about tiny dinosaurs. This is like literally a tiny T-Rex. It's the stupidest shit. Number 7, Vanessa Lee Chester, aka Kelly Curtis from The Lost World, Jurassic Park. She gym kicks a raptor in the face. Number 6, Danny Dennison, aka Thora Birch from Hocus Pocus. Again, look, I'm not knocking on Hocus Pocus, it's a good movie, but this little girl is begging to go trick-or-treating the whole movie, and she never listens to her brother and gets everyone in trouble. And a bunch of awful shit happens, and she doesn't really care about her family and friends. And also, she's a total cockblock. Because remember that scene when the dude was going to make out with the hot girl in school, and she's like, I'm not going to trick-or-treat! Number 5, Tim and Lex from Jurassic Park. Now, this one's tough, okay, because I love Jurassic Park. It's a masterpiece. It's great. The only gripe, and it is a small gripe, is Tim and Lex. Maybe Lex more than Tim, although she does pretty much save the day and saves everyone's lives, and Tim just throws up on himself and gets his foot caught on under the thing and is annoying in the whole beginning of the movie. Lex has those dumb lines like, I prefer to be called a hacker, and like, interactive CD-ROM, but that's funny. That's actually a funny part. But she's just, remember when she like has the light on and she's pointing it up, and she's like, I'm sorry, I can't turn off the light. It's like, cool, you and your brother are gonna die now because you were messing around with a fucking flashlight. Look, it's a great movie, all right? Jurassic Park is awesome, and Tim and Lex, at least they didn't gym kick a raptor in the face. Number 4, Amber Scott, aka Maggie Banning from Hook. She just screams the whole movie. I mean, look, I get it. She's 5, and she's in a terrifying pirate world. And where's her daddy? And she's 5, and she's in a terrifying pirate world. But she's screaming. And then the song. I always skip that part. I mean, I don't know. Some of the Lost Boys aren't too great either, but Rufio's the shit. And so is the fat guy that rolls down. That's a fat joke in the movie, and that's sad, because that kid was pretty fat. I didn't like that they just, like, you know, it's just kind of, it's weightist. That they made him be, like, the fat kid that rolls his body down to knock down pirates. Bad form, annoying little girl. Bad form. Number 3, John Connor, aka Edward Furlong from Terminator 2. Now this is probably the most controversial in my list because Terminator 2 is awesome, but I will stand firmly by my opinions that John Connor is annoying. He's a thieving brat and he neuters the Terminator. He can't keep killing people! Yeah, he can. He's a murdering robot from the future. He can and he will murder people because that's his job. That's what he's programmed for. It's tough because Terminator 2 is great. It's really good. The effects, James Cameron, Schwarzenegger, everybody. It's really good. But John Connor, you know that you're not doing well when Budnick with a mullet is the cool one. Number Number 2, Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen. And the number 1 worst, most annoying, awful, horrible kid in movies is young Anakin Skywalker, aka Jake Lloyd from Star Wars Episode 1, The Phantom Menace. He's so bad that Jake Lloyd hates Jake Lloyd. Look, I get it. The most evil and powerful Dark Lord of the Sith had to start somewhere, right? But dear God, the acting, his presence, the whining, the catchphrases. I can't. It can be argued that the film would be a slight percentage better if they had cast someone else and maybe directed him differently, but it doesn't matter. What's done is done, and we have to deal with it. And in the history of sci-fi and film, there's going to be a young Darth Vader as an annoying, awful, horrible kid. I'm gonna try spinning. That's a cool trick. And remember when he's like, wizard? I hope you don't remember, because that's not a good movie. And that is my list of the top 10 most annoying kids in movies. Some honorable mentions: the little brother in The Christmas Story and the little kid in Jerry Maguire. Well, thank you guys so much for watching my list of the top 10 most annoying kids in movies. Let us know in the comments down below who you think is an annoying kid in movies, and if you agree with my list, and if you don't agree, let's talk about it down there, because that'll be fun. Also, please like and subscribe to the video and the channel. That would be really awesome, and there's an annotation here with things to click on that you can do so if you choose. I'm Steve Zaragoza. Thanks for watching. Wizard! You can't keep killing people! It's an interactive CD-ROM!